What's happening, everyone? Back for another vlog. It's kind of an impromptu one, but tomorrow's championship and I thought it was only right that I did a vlog before the championship. I'm hoping it's not going to be the last one of the season, but you never know. Fucking hope not. It's going to look pretty embarrassing. I'm just sitting here watching the Friday Night Lights. If you haven't watched Friday Night Lights, get on it. It's the fucking best show out there. But what I wanted to the reason I wanted to do today's vlog is because I wanted to show you again, like the last day, you know, eating before, carb loading the day before, why it's important, what we need to do about it. So today, it's now 3 o'clock, I'm heading down to the gym here to start some work. Today I've had, this morning I went out for breakfast, I got some smoked salmon, some sourdough, and I got some granola of that. Came back to the house then and got, had some toast, and then since that I had some fruit, and then for lunch I made up some of this kind of veg here. I put it on my Instagram story if you didn't see it, and I had some salmon with that there. And right now this here is some porridge with some protein in it, and I've also threw a Reese's Pieces cup in there. I'm expecting that to be amazing. But I just want to take you through the rest of the evening. Going to watch a bit of football tonight too, and yeah, I just thought it'd be a good one, and take you through tomorrow as well. So see you then. That's me. Alright, back in for work here. So maybe before I get into the actual work, I'll describe a wee bit of carb loading and kind of numbers and stuff if any of you are interested. So I had Conor O'Neill from Know Yourself Nutrition on the podcast there this week. It'll be going out, not next week but the following week, and we're chatting a lot about carb loading, and he gave me some good figures for carb loading, so I thought I'll share them with you. It might be a good idea, because I know sometimes I talk a lot about carb loading and maybe don't give you enough information, so hopefully they should help you out. So, bear with me. Alright, so what we reckon is you should start You should start 36 hours out. So rather than just thinking about the day of the game and the meal before the game, you only think about probably a day and a half beforehand. And then within that there, so that 36 hours out, you're probably talking, the numbers that they were suggesting, or Conor was suggesting, was 6 to 8 grams of carbs per kg of your body weight. It's a lot of fucking carbs. Best way to do that there is track it. Now, the difficult thing with this as well is that you want to keep your fats and your proteins the same as what they're at. So you don't want to really go too high on your fats and proteins, so that's quite hard to hit normally. So you're going to have to get clean sources of carbs for that. And the only way you're going to know that you're hitting that is by tracking. So, you know, MyFitnessPal is probably your best shout there. In terms of tracking, I would really think about using that there. And probably the big thing is have a plan, you know, a couple of days before a game. So, you know, maybe game day is, let's just say game is at 12. So you're going to start working back from that there from your other meals. So, you know, my meal before the game then probably would be at, say 4 hours beforehand. So would that be 8, isn't it? And then that's probably the time you're going to be waking up. Then you're looking at the meals before that, the night before, so maybe, you know, 7:30, 8 p.m. is going to be your big dinner, and that's going to be lots of carbs in that meal. Still want to get a good source of protein in it, still want to get a good source of fat, but big time carbs there. And then working another 3 hours back from that again, so let's just say 3:30, 4:30, something like that, depending on what your schedule's like. It's still going to have a good amount of carbs but get a good amount of protein. Back again, let's just say 11:30 or 12, or 1 maybe if that's what time you get your lunch at. And again, big source of carbs, big source of protein, that, and your fats. And again, looking at good sources of carbs, so you're talking about rice, sweet potatoes, normal potatoes, oats. Those are going to be your kind of go-tos there. And then your breakfast that day is going to be big, so oats as well. So really I would start to structure it like that there. So say you're getting up at 8 a.m. or whatever it is, and that's going to be a big breakfast. So each of these meals, the easy way to put it is, that's probably not too far off what you're normally doing, but just double your carb intake in those meals, and track it obviously, but that's probably the easiest way to go about doing it. Who are you texting? So final meeting at the pitch before the game tomorrow. Go home, I think there's a match on tonight, might go and watch that there. Got my air relaxes to chill out tonight and get the legs refreshed, so go and see the crackers of this meeting. Productive meeting, went over the team and stuff. Play midfield tomorrow, so I know it's gonna be a tough game, like, but I'm excited for it too. I'm really excited for it, playing it in Celtic Park, but nervous as well coming up to the championship because it's just that do or die, like, be shite for the season to be over. Continuing with the carb loading, getting some proteins on board, some mince, just with a bit of spice on it, and then I got the veg I made up earlier. It looks fucking amazing too, tastes amazing. Banging this in me, and I'm going to Celtic Park. There's other championship games on. Claudia and Steelstown are playing, so I work with a couple of lads on both teams actually, but Big Shane plays for Claudia is playing, so we're going to watch him here. Hopefully they're good games, but I have to fucking rush this food in me. I'll take schedule.
I mean, that comes to self-thing, isn't it?
With that for a feed?
That doesn't got confidence.
Veg.
Does it? You can't sign a phone contract.
Sweet potatoes, mince.
Having a clause to find out, you know, when you leave.
Quality. What a game that was. Claudia and Steelstown playing each other in the first round of the championship, and crazy game, great championship game. Claudia were up by a lot in the first half, maybe 6 points or something, and had complete momentum in the game. Second half, Steelstown came out, got a goal, 2 sending offs for Claudia. Steelstown got another goal, eventually ended up getting the point up, and then last kick of the game from a free kick, Claudia managed to get the point over the bar. It was good, very intense, some big decisions made. A really good game. It's what championship's all about, so it was good going and watch that in Celtic Park here. Tonight now I'm going to jump on air compression yokes for my legs, and I'm going to have some oats now and watch a bit of Netflix. I'm still continuing to get the carbs in. Tomorrow morning I'm not going to eat too much because the game's kind of early enough on and we have to go early, so I'm going to try and get most of my food in here tonight. Sometimes a better idea is to get more of your food in the night before than the day of, especially if you don't like feeling too full during the game. Alright, Saturday morning, game day, championship day. Exciting, nerve-wracking. I'm taking a client here at 10, so I'm going to go and just getting up and getting ready early and getting some food on board. I'm still pretty full up from all the food I was eating yesterday, all them carbs, which is good because I don't want to eat a pile of food today. I'm hoping it's all just going to be digested in. But I do want to get a meal now here at 9 o'clock, and this is probably the biggest meal I have. I'll probably not have a while lot else now until maybe a snack or two before the game. So we've got 80 grams of oats in here. Get some water in. And now microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, so the microwave has done its job. We have been microwaved, so we're going to go in with some milk just to not get it so dry, because the microwave zaps the dryness out of it. So just a wee bit of milk in. And this is what we're going for today. So we've got some blueberries. I'm going to put in a bit of probably a handful of blueberries. Some raisins or sultanas. Scoop of protein, and then some of this skinny syrup, salted caramel. Now you could go in with a banana as well, but I just ain't feeling it today. So that's what's going to go for, and we'll see what it looks like here. Boom, completed. I'm going to take this, I'm going to get some coffee on board. Just keep sipping at the water. I chill out for another half an hour here, and then I'm going to head down to the gym and get ready for this client, and then get ready to go and play.
Recruiting it, they're not actually trained strength, because strength is neuromuscular. So when a bodybuilder does like
So last wee bit of prep, just jumping in these here while I was eating breakfast. The Air Relax, same things like Normatec. Google it if you're not sure what it does, but basically it's simply put, it's a way of getting fresh blood into the legs. I've tried it a couple of times, like the morning of a game, and really liked it, so I'm doing it today. Just finishing up breakfast, I'm watching a bit of Joe Rogan. Couldn't beat it. Couldn't beat it. Alright, so we're just about to go for the game, just getting the bag packed to show you everything we're getting here. So, standard boots, branded gloves, socks, warm-up shirt, shorts, Under Armour shorts, warm-up top. Pretty sure that's everything. Some snacks, so I'm going to go a Squares bar probably now soon enough I'll have one. And then I'll have one maybe right before the game, or like maybe half an hour if I'm feeling hungry, or else some sweets, and then Lucozade. So I'm going to drink one of them now on the way to the game, and then one's going to be for kind of half time, and maybe before the game if I finish it before that. And that's us ready to go. Here we go. And now leading up to the game, you only switch more to like a liquid form of carb, or something's going to be more easily digested, because if you have a big feed of rice now, or potatoes, it's going to be really hard to digest, whereas something like a Lucozade is going to get into your system a lot quicker. Also maybe like a yogurt, or like, you know, like a meal of rice, stuff like that's going to get in your system really quick. So, you know, the closer you get to a game, think about switching more towards liquid carbs or gels, or else like semi-liquid carbs. That's a big tip in the hours leading up to a game. So we ended up drawing the game, so it goes to a replay now. It kind of feels like a loss, to be honest. We were leading the game for a long period, and second half came out and we just didn't have the momentum, and it was a big fucking thing. You don't realise how big momentum is in the game, and to be fair to them, they had momentum, played well in the second half, and we probably didn't play as well as we should have, and I ended up in a draw, like, so we live to fight another day. I think it's going to be in a couple of days time, so it's a quick turnaround, but we just need to try and learn from mistakes for the next day. I think personally I probably didn't play as well as I should have, just probably didn't do enough, didn't necessarily do anything wrong, and I was on the ball, just probably didn't get on the ball enough. Maybe focus more on my man than my own game. So it's hard to know how to take it. Like, we're still in it, and we get to play again, but it's just annoying when you had the lead and kind of you lost it, and maybe didn't play as well as you would have liked to have. But I suppose that's just football. But we'll have to fight another day, so chill out tonight and get some recovery on board. I think it's maybe a 2-day turnaround until the game, so get recovering now. So played the replay there last night and we got beat, and I was debating whether or not to put up that whole video with the carb loading one and the pre-game prep and stuff, because when you lose like we did last night, you feel pretty stupid when you do that there. I suppose you open yourself up to a bit of abuse, but fuck it, that's not kind of what the whole channel's been about. Like, I'm just trying to put out information. Sometimes you have to go past your own interests, but it's really shit there last night. Like, we just didn't perform. Like, for Glen, we're were very good, to be fair to them. I can't take anything away from them, but we just didn't perform, and that's a disappointing thing. And personally, like, I don't think I performed. Gave away a couple of first half, gave away 2 passes, which is annoying. And you know, after that, just probably didn't get as involved in the game as I should have done. Don't know why. I don't know if I was just the way the game was, or if it was I was focusing more on my man. I don't know. And it's annoying, like, it's frustrating, and you know, when you're putting out these videos and doing so much posts about this here, you feel pretty stupid afterwards, and you're always thinking, like, are people thinking he's full of shit, like, putting up all these posts, but he's fucking useless. So I don't know, these things go through your head. It's just disappointing. I'm disappointed for everyone on the team, like, because there's been a big effort put in the whole year, and we've a great group there, like, and it's just disappointing it ends now. And you would like to spend more time with the lads and be down playing football. Like, there's times you think, fuck, I wouldn't mind if this was off, because you want a break from it, because sometimes it feels like a job. But you know, you say that, but then whenever it ends, it's not good, like, and you don't want it to end. And especially when it ends and when you're not winning, you don't perform well, and the team gets criticism, and you feel like you're personally going to get criticism. It's a shite, like. But everyone that watches this knows that, they know what it's like, and it's just part of football, and it's part of life, and you know, it's not that big a fucking deal, but it's just annoying, frustrating. But put the video up anyway. It's been a good season. Well, it's been a good year. Just disappointed it didn't go further, but I'll keep putting out videos and vlogs and stuff, but it'll just be probably a different emphasis now, probably more of my pre-season stuff, so I'm sure that should be interesting to a few years anyway, following pre-season plans. But yeah, that's another year done. Back to the drawing board, a lot to work on.